Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, I bring you the 2018 Ford Focus ST. More specifically, my Ford Focus ST. Yes, this is my new car. It's a bit of a surprise for both me and you, but here it is. This is my new car. I absolutely love it so far. I do apologize for the lack of uploads for the past couple of months. But I've just been really busy with a bunch of school things. But yeah, this is a bit of a surprise for everyone here. It was a surprise for me. So this is the 2018 Focus ST. This one is finished in blue metallic, which you see in the sun just really shines quite well. This is the ST1 package, so of course you have the cloth seats. But these cloth seats do hold you pretty well. They are pretty comfortable. Now you do have keyless entry. Push this button, locks the car. You wait a second or two, go up, put your hand behind the handle and it unlocks for you. So let's go ahead and get inside. Once you're inside, it's a pretty nice place to be. You get ST up on the dashboard. Let's go ahead, start it up. I'll leave the door open so you can hear it. Does have a pretty good sound to it. Does sound pretty good. It's not too loud, not too quiet. It's a good amount of sound. You have all your boost gauge, oil temperature, and oil pressure up there. In this main center display, you have your rev counter, your miles per hour, fuel gauge, and coolant temperature. In this main center display, you can have your speed, you can have your main layout, current MPG, miles till empty, your average MPG, and your trip. This is your trip timer, distance to empty, instant fuel economy. So you have a whole range of options in there. All four windows are automatic, down and up. So yeah, let's go ahead, take a drive in this car. I've put a little over 2,200 miles on this car. Oh, and it does have Bluetooth, so let me just get out of that. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead. So far, I love this car. I really do not have many complaints at all about this car. And you can really hear the turbo. So in the comments below, let me know what you guys think of this car. If I made the right choice, or if I should have gotten something else. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people that'll be like, oh, you should have bought a GTI, you should have bought this, you should have bought that. Well, my reasoning behind the ST was the fact that Ford is no longer making these cars. After 2018, the Focus is no longer except in the form of the Focus Active, which essentially is a Subaru Crosstrek. And I did not want that. So this was my last chance to get this car new. So I jumped at that opportunity. Let's do a quick acceleration here, guys. So it is quick. It's most definitely quick. With 252 horsepower on tap and 270 pound-feet of torque, it gets you going pretty quick. It feels almost faster than 252 and 270. I don't know why it does. I have driven a 2013 ST, and this one feels faster. Not sure why. But I'm just going off of personal experience at this point. One thing I'm not 100% a fan of is the ride quality on rougher roads. It's manageable, of course. I'm not sure if any of you guys know this. My previous car was a 2007 Kia Spectra 5. So it wasn't a sports car. It wasn't a very good car. It was a great, reliable daily driver, and I used it for just that. But it only had 138 horsepower. It wasn't very fun, very fast, and it wasn't a sports car. So stepping into this, it was a big upgrade from that car. The suspension is a little stiff, but it keeps you planted. The tires that came on this car from the factory are Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric 2s. They're extremely sticky tires, and they're awesome. So if you just move back and forth here, yeah, they are sticky. That was the stability control stepping in there. But yeah, it's an awesome car. I really love this car. And so far, it's been a great car. So I must admit, I technically didn't buy the car. I ended up leasing it for 3 years. And the reasoning behind that was I want something new and interesting to drive. After 3 years of my old car, I was starting to get sick of it, wanted something new, something different. So I figured with the leasing, my payments are going to be lower, as well as the fact of in 3 years' time, I can either buy this car if no other car is as good as this car, or I can find something new. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to find something new. That way we could have something more interesting and something different on the channel to drive. So Redline technically is at 6,500 RPM. However, Ford engineered a 6,800 RPM overrun into the car that you can hit for about 3 seconds before it drops down to 6,500. There's also the overboost feature, which ups the turbo PSI to, I believe, either 20, I think it was 21 is what I read. Not 100% sure, 21 PSI. But that only happens when you're full on the gas, and you can definitely feel the difference as if you were to just half throttle it, and the second you put it down all the way, the turbo hits hard. So because it's the ST1, I obviously don't have the full screen as well as the leather Recaros. I just didn't find the Recaros comfortable. I'll explain after this quick acceleration here. Yeah, this is a fun car. It starts to die in upper RPMs. It's not nearly as quick. It starts to slow down around 5,500 RPM. but that's just due to the torque curve of an engine. The horsepower goes up, torque goes down once you start going up near 5,200 RPM. So my reasoning not going with the ST2 was the Recaros I didn't find were comfortable for long hauls. But then again, I sat in a brand new one. Over time, they do break in and they get a little more comfortable. But I don't know. And the dealership I bought this from did not have an ST2 package, and I did not want to spend 30 grand on an ST where I could have spent 34 on an RS. And I couldn't afford an RS. So with the ST1, you still get the same horsepower, you get the same power figures. The only thing you're missing is the leather as well as the screen. But I don't miss that whatsoever. I mean, some days I'm like, oh wow, it would be nice if this center display was a little bit nicer. It does seem a bit dated. But to be honest, this car didn't have a really big overhaul in its lifespan. When it came out in 2013, there was a refresh for 2015, but it didn't have a full makeover like the WRX did in its lifetime. Wow, that's a very good coincidence because there's a WRX there. But I don't know, it's still a fun little car, and I really, really have enjoyed my time with it. And the journey is only just begun. So cruising at about 70 miles an hour here. RPMs are sitting about 2,500 RPMs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. Not 100% sure where it'll take me, but I'll show you this direction and I'll show you the high-speed handling of this car, as well as the characteristic of lift-off oversteer. So lifting off now. Yeah, it kicks around on you. And it will. It will step out when you're taking a corner high speed like that. It will step out a little bit and you'll feel the rear end kind of moving around a little bit. And yeah, it can catch you out sometimes, so you really kind of have to be careful with it. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that turbo, but man, you can really hear the blow-off valve. So noticeable. So overall, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to get more and more videos to provide for you guys before I go to college, because then it will be real tough to make videos. So please like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Leave in the comments what you think of this car, and as well as any ideas for my next car when it comes time to replace this car. I have a few ideas in mind. I'm hoping to stay around $30,000 to $40,000 is my budget. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should get, and let me know what you guys think of this car. So again, thank you so much for watching Car Guy 1999 Reviews. I hope you stay tuned for more future content, and have a great day, guys.